the internet. Gonna the frantic Mephisto runs. This is my Amazon, very creatively named. So this is just like a muled over character. This is going to be the Crippler. So this is who I'm going to try to take through hell with, you know, Rip Hook going all in on. Sorry, I haven't done this in so long. Going all in on open wounds and slows target. And I just looked at the Rip Hook again, and it has 200% ED. So if I want to throw the Pulse Rune at it or whatever to like upgrade it, like the base damage will not even be that terrible in hell. Like it's gonna be a really nice build. And yeah, so we're doing. I always kind of like, if possible, when I play a new character, I always set them up as, you know, to have a decent amount of MF. Like I don't want it to mess with them like progressing through the game, but you know, gearing in the early game is not really a challenge, especially if you have shared stash access. So what I've got here is I'm wearing pretty much the whole Arctic set, because the Arctic set is freaking amazing early game Amazon set. It's so strong. We've got 2 pieces of Vidalas. I really wish I had Tankreds instead, but honestly, like, you know, it's a little bit less MF, but actually probably better quality of life and overall affixes. Like, yeah, these 2 early game, really nice. Like 50 MF, mana leech, resistances attack rating, all resistances 8, good run walk stats, like nice little like chef's kiss combo here for the early game. A couple of Nagels and that Tani I found earlier. So, you know, definitely a like, you know, kind of privileged character here. Stat wise, we've just gone for the boom. And yeah, so I got a decent amount of MF, and I'm like, I might as well farm normal Andy a few times. Because my understanding of this game is that there are, you know, so like there are definitely low level items that I don't have. I don't have the whole Vidala set yet. You know, I have more Shakos than Tarnhelms, as I think I mentioned last time. Yeah, I forget, I don't actually need to use the exploding arrow. Also, playing in the early game, I kind of just need to like run straight over to these guys, just walk up to them and blow them up, because I am kind of over leveled and over geared. And now we can just kind of chillax on this. It's really nice to get some chip gems as well. It's going to help me make a bunch of stash space. The only problem is I forgot to get pots, so I should definitely get some energy pots, because even with the mana leech, this is a problem with early game Amazon, until your physical damage scales enough that you can actually get some mana by leeching, you're going to be guzzling pots like you're a freaking alcoholic. But yeah, and Dyro goes down nice and quick with the exploding arrow. And, you know, passable amount of MF, 170. Kills my mercy pretty much every time. The flaws I don't care about. Chain gloves could be good. But yeah, I'm just going to do this once or twice, and then we're going to try to speedrun quest our way through Act 2.
Good day.
And you know, I'm not fussed about like, you know, oh, well, this has to be, it's a challenge, it has to be solo self-found or something like that. The challenge is, you know, will the items that I want to, you know, base the build around in hell, will they function in hell? Will they get the job done? I think they can, and I'm really curious to see. Because if you think, and I think it'll be like a really cool, it'll make for a pretty fun and safe playstyle. Like, that's very easy to get the gear for. So that's what I want to test. This isn't like, can I get to hell? Can I equip these items? Can I farm them for myself? Because look, solo self-farm runs, like, unless you're playing a genuinely garbage character class, are very, very easy to play through hell. Play through night. Hell is where the challenge occurs. And the boss fights on normal can be a challenge.
I need mana.
Class. How does that arrow miss? Reminds me of the old days when I've almost never played sorceresses. And this was how I had to farm anything I wanted to farm. Wait, I went the wrong way. I'll take a level. And that, I didn't actually go the wrong way. Oh, whatever. I do think I need a little bit more strength, because I'm probably going to switch to Erathas at some point. Like, if the damage on the bow starts to really fall off, then I might just mule over a better bow and throw on the Erathas set. But yeah, as I say, getting through Nightmare is nothing. It's literally just like solo self-found through to Nightmare. Unless you're playing a Mole Druid. It's a challenge in hardcore, don't get me wrong. Everything is harder in hardcore. Oh, look at that, see? Like, you don't see that thing very often, like farming Mephisto. Probably because the level of the item is just too low. Save and reset before the poison can kill my freaking mercenary. The mercenary just has a bunch of like topaz body armor, topaz helm, chips, all, and just your standard bow with whatever gems you could get. And yeah, this is cool. Like dual res, level 3, the 2 most important resistances. Crazy little stick. Like, if you're playing a sorceress or something, you're just, like, really trying to speedrun the game as fast as you can. Like, real fucking talk, if you found that in, like, Act 1 normal, it would probably stay on your character for a very freaking long time. Just because it's the 2 most important resistances in the game, and a big chunk of them, you know. Oh yeah, gotta go this way. Can I even get out of this? I hate this map. It's a really awful map. I am just like straight up lost now, and I don't even get it. No, There's no way out there. So how the hell do I get into like here? I just have to take those doors all the way through. Okay. I've done this before and I just don't remember it. I just don't have a head for this sort of stuff. But this is also just a really horrible map. You just can't actually take a good route. And if you were a sorceress, you would just go whoop. Run. And yeah, it's crazy to think that like the stuff I'm looking for here is actual like garbage that is, you know, they're just items to like look at and have. I don't have to play two servers, run around, pick up the shit. Skill up. Can't even skill up. I don't think it can be any this. Maybe though. I mean, it's on the theme, right? It has poison damage, so I'll take it. And yeah, I know. Like, see, this is the thing. If I were playing the cripple and like trying to make that same build work in normal, like, yeah, I could put on a Tau bow and collect. But then I don't get any of this MF. The odds of like finding some cool item are just, you know, gone. And you know, the build is not about poison. The build is about slow. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not just like confident. Running up and blasting up.
I need mana.
Because she goes down very quick when you've got fire skills. Honestly, as crazy as it might sound, the chip gems are like booty for me. Because the like rune tab on my stash is just like, I don't even want to look at it now. It's like some evil festering sore, just like full of horror. And the only way I can like cube some of this stuff up is with the right chip gems, which I don't even know if I have them now, but God, it would be nice to get rid of some of those shale runes. And I know you can sell them, you can throw them out, but I ain't that guy. Alright, let's...
Your presence honors me.
Into the desert. Let's go get our skill point.
Hello. Greetings, honored
And so one of the things I want for this build is I want to use an Act 3 static field mercenary.
Greetings, Ammon.
Because his whole shtick is like, he'll just kind of wear stuff down.
Hello. I don't
with a like really long range static field. And it can take him a little while to actually like, you know, really wear them down. But this whole build is like, yeah, but my whole point is like slow, DOT, cripple everything. Right, come on, give me the exit. Hey, look at that. It's very rarely not across from there. The rest of the sewers, I don't know, just a maze. These guys have the weirdest AI. They love to derp. And I also just remembered all the skeletons in here have like an enormous amount of fire resistance, but I have a huge amount of cold damage on this build because of Look at that. Look how little the explosion actually hurts them. And you can't leech off undead, which sucks. Oh, that's nice. Happy to get the waypoint. I'm just going to be a little bit more bold and just run. Run through, try to find the next level. I hate when it's just like, oh, it's the one place you didn't go. I feel like a little bit nervous in an area like this where it's like, oh, well, my AoE isn't really going to work and I could get surrounded. But it's normal. I need to not stress about that. And the enemies in here aren't particularly aggressive. They don't tend to follow you relentlessly. Hopefully, it's a fairly straight run to Radamant. So these range boys would make it a little bit more tricky. That cannot spawn with 4 sockets. Wow, 3 though, not bad. Poison? Nah. Radamant in here maybe? Do me a favor? No? I hate you, I hate my life, I hate it here, I hate everything. Why does the game want me to suffer? Good run. Radamant in here maybe? No? No? Whose gods did I offend? Why? Why is this happening to me? What did I do? Why am I a bad person? I don't know. I hate this area and like this, Lamessen's Tomb, the Flayer Dungeon, I kind of just blocked them out of my mind. Like it's one of those, like you do them once per run, you just quickly to get it done, rip the band-aid off. You don't save it till later. Frozen River, Anya as well, that's another one. I think the Flayer Dungeon is the worst of all of them. Like this one's just easy. The sewers is pretty bad too. A lot of the.
Atma has been avenged.
Alright. I know you can also just save and exit there to like save a TP scroll.
Ah,
I know much.
What do we got here? So I can't really shop for MF stuff, which would often be the first thing you do in this act.
Good day.
Sell them at least. And now I gotta go cube farming. That guy's a bit sus. That.
I bet you.
And what do I actually want here? Just keep pumping up the explosive arrow, I guess. Yeah, like save a point for these when they unlock, but that ain't gonna be for a while. Yeah, it works. Multi-shot is so much better though, like it's so much quicker clear.
How do I know?
And it also has the potential to leech a lot more mana if you have decent base damage. Let's get out of here, let's go search the freaking desert. And it's always just hug the wall, hug the wall, hug the wall. Hope you've gone the right way. This is still players 3, I think, which is kind of my default setting. This should probably be fine in players 8. I just use so many more energy pots though. Definitely worth killing these guys if they're in the way. They give a lot of the XP. I guess I should check that. It could be like a +3 to Grizzly, +3 to Direwolf, +3 to Spirit Wolf, 2-socketed lore base. And you'd still wear Jalol's main anyway, if you had it. Or a shaker. Yeah, look at that. The Pog drops. It's on theme. It's poison. I just don't want to take my tick spell up, but that's freaking cool. The drops are rolling in. Oh, hold on. I do actually need to search here. Balls of the Dead under the dry hills. Oh no, okay, so yeah, we skipped this area. There is a waypoint here, but I can live without it. Once again, you just hug that wall. Hug the wall. Hug the wall and run. Don't fight anything that isn't a minion unless you have to. Now it's like, you know, things like this, playing like this in, you know, hell or something is really dangerous, because you might kite enemies in to something that's basically just a brick wall for you, and you know, and then it possibly even makes those enemies more dangerous, you know? Like, maybe there's really dangerous melee enemies and you're kiting them just fine, but you suddenly run into like a whole freeze and now they catch up with you. Or, you know, there's fast melee enemies, but you don't consider them particularly dangerous, but there's a good swarm of them on your heels, and then you run into a fanaticism aura, and just, poof, suddenly those enemies are extremely dangerous. And there's a lot of them when you're surrounded. Obviously there are tools for making that sort of stuff safe. Save and exit is one if you're a hardcore player, but this is the way out. Okay, I'm gonna chuck a portal there just in case I find the waypoint. I think there is definitely a waypoint in the Halls of the Dead. Usually if there are stairs, then the thing you want will be down the stairs. But I also have had such rotten luck in this game of like, it's always in the last place I look, that I don't want to just leave this, you know, section of the map completely unexplored and then just go around all the frickin' bottom part and not find it. The run walk is really nice. What I would give this some, like 7% run walk charms. But yeah, I'm not hugging the wall now because I know the way out. I'm actually looking for the objective, the entrance to the falls, so I don't want to miss large chunks. But we are kind of just running through, which makes it fairly good, and the player count is high enough that as long as we stop to kill elite packs, hey, look at that! Like, you know, just a little bit of MF, and you start getting these like really nice drops. Like stuff like this in hell is a problem because you can stand in that doorway forever unless you have like a properly like elite build that you where like you kill things as fast as I'm killing them, but you have sustain because you have blah, 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 blah. I mean, like you kill things in hell as fast as I am now killing them in normal. So if you can do that, then yeah, you can just kind of bully your way into the room. But otherwise, you can easily get like hard stuck at the door. But then at some point, in order to push through, you have to make that decision of like, you know, now is when I go. I've got space. I can like slip through a skeleton, or you know, slip past these skeletons and try to blow up the guys behind them, who are constantly like resurrecting them. But then you better be able to blow them up. You better have the damage to do it. You know, hopefully a, you know, extra fast group of like elite beetles aren't standing just behind them. And mana, because I just see like here. Trying to slip through. They do love to body block over there, and you don't get any XP from this go, as far as I know. Certainly not these ones. Maybe the burning dead and stuff that don't come with. The resurrectors. Go back for potions. Might as well.
Good evening.
My god, what a charm. Yes. Make Lycanda able to heal me and sell keys, and I'll consider that a good resurrection. The other thing is like, you know, running through is very game sense based, and there are things like, you know, so you kill everything in that room, that big like room where you actually physically enter here. And then it's like, okay, well now I can just run through this hallway, and if I have to turn around and come back, I know there's like space I can use behind me. When you start getting into trouble is when like there's no way you can run back. There's no space. So now you're in this situation where, you know, your back is against the proverbial wall, and you either win the damage race or you die. Or you save and exit. It's hard. A lot of people will save and exit even normal, which I find that a little bit strange. But also, you know what, look, if you got the reflexes for it, I don't. Then like, I don't know, pop off swift-fingered king. And it's a good reflex to cultivate if you ever do want to play hardcore. Oh, how tough is this thing? And I am playing this way too safe. I can definitely run through and take silly risks and not have to worry about them being, you know, really hard punished. I think there is actually a trick to this map. I just don't remember it. Didn't think to look it up. I do like these dungeons in Act 2, but something I kind of miss is like, I don't know, I still just think Act 1 is the best act. Like, it has all these like little optional dungeons. There's this like, you know, you don't go through them to like progress through like the physical map of the act. They're not between you and the actors.
Not enough mana.
Like, you know, the hole and the pit and the tombs under like Blood Raven's arena. Although you do have stuff like that in this one. I think. I'm trying to remember. Is even the very first dungeon? That's where you get the skulls. I think the very first dungeon under the very first area, like just outside of Nuko Lane, is like the only optional dungeon. And then of course you have the 7 Tombs of Tarasha. But they're pretty much all like identical. I need to push them a little bit quicker. I don't need to play this. I can't kill these guys. The only thing I need to worry about is energy, really. The big drops with 100 MF just carrying all the weight. Thank you. I want a second here. Pog drop. Gold text. Unique. The best item in the game. Like, actually the best item in the game. Or you're crafting, cubing up runes, cubing up gems, adding sockets, taking stuff out of sockets, making, you know, ferocious pole arms, blood crafts. Re-rolling. My portal should still be there, so if I just run back, I'll probably save myself a teensy bit of running time. If I just run back to the waypoint here, go back to town. And then nip through the portal. Did I? Oh, now I'm starting to wonder if I portaled. This is what happens when you play stone. I did portal. Oh well, it's fine.
How may I help you?
Seems now we're taking a long way round. Let me just play a little bit of inventory Tetris, make this beautiful. Chink, chink, chink. Oh, look at that. Come on. Get along.
You have quite a...
Quite a treasure there. Not forgotten.
Good day.
For 3 check. Say, in the cube. I don't know anything. Number of times I've heard that shit. I used to like, I don't know, it felt like almost every time I would play the game, I would be like, I'm going to listen to every NPC dialogue, start to finish, and press the gossip button and hear just like what they have to say about random shit. Man, I can't believe I set up my little portal and then dubbed. Apparently I have a video, which is always cool. If you're curious what's going on, I'm just getting this Amazon through normal, and then I'll be getting it through night. I don't know if I'll do that all on stream, but I just felt like playing it tonight. Because I want to try something out involving like stacking open wounds and slow on enemies. So it's a shared stash run, you know, I got some like, mostly looking at Magic Mind, just because like, there's a lot of cool low level stuff. Oh, that's nice. I got this waypoint as well. Very nice. Oh, it's the flying scimitars. That buzzing sound is so cool. And then chink chink, and then dropping this. They're such a cool enemy. And now the maggot lair. Always a good time. But it's just turn right, turn right, turn right. Always turn right. And you won't have to spend too long there. I hate when there's stairs. And yeah, I am trying to just kind of run. Looks like we're going back for arrows. I feel like they should have just made arrows unlimited in LOD. Like, there's quite a few changes from older to newer style ARPGs that I really dislike, but some of them are really good. Like, you would never have like something like that in a modern ARPG where you use a ranged weapon and you have to like go back to it. That's fine. I'm just looking for the entrance to the maggot lair or the waypoint. Either would be nice. I don't think it's going to be down here. Oh, we got a boss fight. Wasn't a wasted trip. Thank you for dropping a charm and mana potion. I do not thank you for flying around like an idiot, so I can't heal you. Hold on a second here. Try to squeeze through. Ah, there we go. It is very hard to play with each character in here. Like, it's fine on normal, because on normal, just face tank and shoot. I took my right turn, and it did not help me. This is a high level area, I think. I think this is like a level. This is like the same level as the It's kind of a shooting gallery. When you have these like open walls, it's just so free, even in hell. In fact, it's even easier in like, probably Nightmare is the easiest, because you'll have Pierce, you'll have... Oh, damn, okay. I mean, it's usually just turn right. Life being like this. the right turns redeem themselves on that level. Even on normal. Champion beetles are dangerous. Should be this way. Let me not hit this guy. Definitely. Must have taken some wrong turns there. Oh no.
Not
Okay.
enough mana.
More or less something like that. I just don't really have enough mana to just stand Stop body blocking for the giant worm. You found the 100 star kings. Oh, that's quite a treasure.
The Staff of Kings.
Okay.
You
I got it.
astound me, my
But
friend.
I was trying to make fun
You
of him.
have discovered the shaft portion of a
Oh,
Herodric
shaft
staff.
portion.
I trust you know how to use a Herodric cube to your...
No, tell us how to use the Roger Cube.
You have quite a treasure there in that Herodric cube. According to Herodric lore, the
Herodric
cube can
lore.
restore a Herodric staff. To do it,
Tell us
use
more about the
cube
cube. What
as
else
you
can
would
the
a
cube
scroll.
do? Please.
When the
we
cube
must know.
opens, place both pieces of the staff into it and use the cube's transmute power.
Oh,
You'll be pleased to know that the cube has other
tell
alchemical
us.
uses as well. 6 gems plus 1 sword transmute into a socketed longsword. You may also transmute 2 quivers of crossbow bolts into 1 quiver of arrows, while 2 quivers of arrows yield 1 quiver of bolts. I must leave it to you to discover other
Only 2? What
It
a,
is an honor to serve you.
what a joke. He just tell like, I'm not going to tell you about the very necessary blood crafts or hit power crafts or other fantastic things you could do with the cube. That may save you if you're hard stuck in the game. Like, the dick. We did get the Far Oasis waypoint, didn't we? I don't want to run all the way back out of the Maggot Hills. I think I could just run through from here. This may be like a really bad idea, but this is not even the tiniest bit bad. This is a brilliant idea. worst ideas I've ever had in my life. The only part of this idea that is let down is my stupidity because I forgot to get potions. But you know what? That's fine. I got mana potions. I can just kill elites and pick health potions off their bodies if I see them. Oh look, it's Beetle Burst. He's just like on his own. What? He's just a lonely Beetle Burst. Oh, here comes the buddies. Here they come. So it's just literally just thinking about your Beetle Burst and how I want to pick potions off your corpse. And there, see? It's all sorted. It's sorted, innit? Put my weed vape in a Heraldric cube and transmuted the unclean parts into this like pure THC resin. Wait, is there no waypoint over here? Is that actually the way out? Did I just go far enough down? I hate the game if that's the case. Like I legitimately hate it. Anyway, pure just like pure THC resin. I've just kind of been like nomming all night. It's like having a little like ball of tar in your mouth or something, and it takes so long to dissolve, but it just gets you really freaking high. So that may explain my decision making. Not that I'm much better when I'm perfectly sober. You guys are not. I have to fight. I have to fight for gem. You have quite a treasure there in that Heraldric chip gem. You could put 3 of them in a Heraldric cube and turn them into a 4 gem. And there is a system for upgrading runes that uses them as well. Nah. Now we got a choke point? Yes. Stuff you can't do if you're like serious about running through. You know, it's an all or nothing strat. I don't care about the Lost City waypoint. We just want to run through here if we can. The Amazon is kind of one of the few heroes who doesn't have tools for running through areas though. The Druid kinda... Well, like, the Druid and the Necro can, like, summon some meat shields that, you know, pull aggro. The Necro has some really good tools for just running through, like Dim Vision, Terror. You can just skip huge chunks of the game quite safely as a Necro. You can skip huge chunks of the game quite safely as a Barbarian with Howl. Though you do have to invest in Howl. That's the sort of the downside. Like if you, it's only safe if your Howl is like level, I don't know, 8 or 9 plus. Pardon me, we are just looking for the Claw Viper Temple. We'll get out of your hair. We have no business here. We're not cold sorceresses, and this is hell. I'm here to farm the ancient tunnels. And I don't really have beef with anyone here. If I randomly happen on a super unique, sure, I'll kill them. Or unique, rather. Elites, champion pack, anything. But I really am looking for the Claw Viper Temple. This map is so quiet now. Of course, I find the ancient tunnels, the thing I don't want. Okay, here we go, way out. A little wet. Actually ran out of stamina. How often does that happen? even on normal, this can be a scary. Like, Claw Vipers are just hard to skip past because they can CC you and stun lock you. I thought that guy was grab all the pots, because the pots are just sustain. You know, realistically, just fill your inventory with them if you really want to push the game fast, but to me, there's quality of life sacrifices. No reason to stay there. Hopefully they don't kill my mercenary. This doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to be reasonably fast. Like speedrun speed. The reason why I cannot aim for a certain amount of distance. I hate how big this is. Now, since there's no retreating back there, it doesn't matter really because it's a dead end, but you know, this is one of those spaces where you're like, okay, well now I have to like make a little space in this hallway because I can't retreat back into that room. Like, safely. See, like, these jerks will fall. Though it is nice to sort of just kite them away from the guys who res them, so you don't have to deal with those guys at all. I probably should have just taken and eaten that stamina. Possibly even. But maybe it's just like a really old stamina potion. It's like dried up. It's just like powder. You just have to eat it. Make a milkshake.
Mana.
Powder. I'm down to my last mana pot, and somehow it's always the last. You know, it's always the last freaking hallway, the last place you can go.
Not enough mana.
Might as well kill those jerks, because I just got crit poison, and I'm gonna need potions, so
How may I help you?
Greetings.
didn't even know I picked that up. can be so busy on health. It's just ridiculous how many enemies can spawn in here. Whereas on normal, it's usually just like a few skeletons, a normal pack of claw vipers, and then your boy Fangs.
Let there be light.
Oh, you have quite a treasure there in that Roderick son.
The vibe I've...
Wait, where did my other quiver go? I don't know. I don't know anything. Talk to Drognin.
I've been.
Actually, what I wanted to do was that requires 55. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Check a little bit into decks because bows can have pretty spicy requirements, but we're kind of not at the part of the game where we need that. And I do have my respec.
When the trouble
I suck at running through this area without a sorceress because I'm so used to being able to just cheat. Down. Yeah, give me archers. I actually would love archers because they don't body block you and get in your way. And while they are like dangerous DPS wise, they're fairly safe to run past. But obviously that's the design of the game is that the chunky melee boys are there to kind of lock you up, while the mages or the archers or whatever can like DPS you freely in range. Oh, nice. I rarely get this waypoint. Oh, that's right. We have to go through. That music is so epic. I'll sing along to it one of these days. Okay, I haven't done my voice. Just the two archers. Mana, please. No more mana? I have one more mana. Okay, I was gonna say, I hate you, I hate everything, but no, it's fine. And cha-ching. And this is where we go down and our boy Fire Eye. These things. Ooh. Definitely been killed by this guy in the past. I don't remember what I was playing or what happened. Probably something like, not particularly safe, like a Whirlwind Barbarian, and not playing particularly safe, like just running straight into like a Fanaticism pack. Here's the way down, okay. A little bit confused. Rarely happens. And, oh look at that, Fire Eye, not even that. I kind of want to kill him though. Where is he? Fire Eye. Where are you hiding? Rogue, can you just kill this guy while I pick stuff up? No, alright, that's fine. She needs a new bow, really. We'll just pick a direction, I guess. I usually try to go whichever direction looks worse. Like, you know. Because every time it doesn't matter. Like, the game knows what I'm thinking. And it's never gonna be the way I go. And I can try to, like, trick it, but it sees, you know, it sees into my heart. It knows. I'm so used to skipping them in hell and playing Cold Sorcerer. And even a lot of melee characters, you just kind of skip them. They have like a 50% innate damage reduction. Not honestly. Look how just insanely tanky they are. Everything else dies in like 1-2 shots, even in normal tanking stuff. But yeah, I usually, the number of times I've looked at the portals and thought, I hate the portals. I'm not taking the portals. I'll have to take the portals last if I have to. Like if I check every other way and it's not that, then like 3 times I did this where I was like, no, I'm only going to take the portals if every other way is wrong. And guess what? Every other way was wrong. So from then on, I was like, you know what? I'll just do the portals first. Then you know what happens. It's never on the fucking portals. But maybe it will be this time. Maybe the gods will. Fucking mana potions, man. They always lure me back. I don't want to go that way. I want to go the other way. But if you guys want to just like pop up like that, 3 XP, I don't know. I don't know if it's that. Hello, Summoner. Please don't kill my mercenary. I'll be reasonable about this.
I need mana.
Look at that. Amulet.
Seekers of the Tomb.
Oh, Juriel is going to be fun. I didn't even think about that. Did I not get the Arcade Sanctuary waypoint? How did I not? Okay. Doesn't matter. It's normal. It shouldn't matter, but it matters to me. It matters in my heart. Like, I can't believe I just didn't click the damn thing. The game literally poops you out. What? And there was much rejoicing. Yeah. My mercenary certainly is not going to tank Juriel, but...
Horizon. Hello.
Hello. We certainly don't have boss damage, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, you can have that. I'm not fussed. Bong. Oh, this is a reasonably brisk pace for act. Lord, what am I doing? I thought I'd left a portal in the you know, this place, the Canyon of Blokes. Oh no, you joking? I couldn't. No, because I would have had to walk all the way from the summoner's thing to Yeah, so, okay. I'm about to, like, lose my mind and start molding because I think I've, like, done, you know, a triple dom. Or I thought I'd done a double dom. It was just a single dom. Oh yeah, it's also possible that it could be helpful, potentially, to some extent, if I just like look at the whole Tomb of Tarasha thing, so I know. Circle. Circle, circle, circle. I don't know like which direction each one of them is specifically. I don't memorize stuff like that, but there we go. Circle, circle, circle. In here, it should be left turns, I think. I was streaming something that a friend of mine wants me to play tomorrow. I have no idea if I'm gonna like be on the struggle bus playing it or not. But there's only one way to find out. Please, yes. Man, these are fast beetles. Why are they so fast? This is not a smart phase to like try to run through, but it is early on. We can just fix it. You always give me some space to use the Roderick thingy. Standard drill nonsense formula of,
Good day.
you know, 8 trillion
Welcome
thawing
to
potions
my
to
shop.
everyone. And then he's still, you know, 2 shots from mercenary. But it is what it is.
It is an honor to serve you.
As they say.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wait,
Thank
I
you.
did not get the Herodric
Thank you.
thingamajiggy.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's got like 2 minutes of extra cold res now, so I'm not worried about that suddenly running out.
Thank you.
Another extra, should have an extra 30 seconds. It won't keep her alive. Stick it in. Stick it in. And we go. And Juriel is always dicey. Like, Juriel is always scary. Like, I know when I'm playing a barbarian or something, shared stash, I don't care. Yeah.
Thank you.
How is she just tanking? It's so good.
I need mana.
What a chat of a rogue mercenary. Like, she's out here like a barbarian tanking
How may
Juriel.
I help you?
There's nothing the right
And I could have just
potion
dragged
can't
mana
cure.
potions there, but she was gonna die. And she didn't deserve that. The thing is now I need to do this again. Because her stuff's probably worn off. At least for her. I'll be fine.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I think it
Thank
was
you.
the thawing potions
Thank
that
you.
just gave her like goaded tanking.
Thank you. I need mana.
And that was
Not enough.
good old Juriel. Hog drops, as always. Great stuff. But yeah, it was a remarkably unstressful Juriel fight. And a nice, quick, and relatively painless night to enjoy.
This is not good. Will this madness ever end?
The
Only when we
Hands
killed
up.
enough of them. And then they'll keep making more games. With cash shops.
Hello.
Oh, that's right, I've got to talk to the king. King Fancy Pants. He's permission to go.
Greetings. You have done.
Thank you. You're gonna frickin' body block me. You fucking outrageous little cunt. I can't believe- Have the frickin'
hope
town
Kieran
portal
tells me
passing. You could get people stuck in game by doing that. Then you just go AFK, go like read a book. You'd have to leave. This evil shit. I loved it. But people would do it to you, and oh my
Good
god, it would
day.
make me mold. I'm a
Welcome to-
moldy guy in general. Like I get really about like games and stuff, and it's pretty easy for them to like really tilt me. But I tend to not play the kind of games that really tilt me, and I adjust relatively well. Like, you know, I'll play stuff like Fortnite and Overwatch that
I've not.
it takes a lot for a game like that to generally tilt me. But when I first started playing, oh my gosh, I got like crazy tilted all the time. And do I need to talk to anyone here? I don't think so. I do actually want to get an Act 3 mercenary, but it's not going to be relevant until I'm like level 30 or something. Or 41, and I'll need to make him a spirit as well, or go mule over a hell plague or something. The only reason I like the Act 3 mercenary is because you don't have to worry about continually gearing him up. Like, you know, oh, he's higher level and now I can get a better weapon that has more damage, and you know, their damage scales with their level. But it's fine. She's fine. She's not really doing any damage at this point, but I suppose at level 30 I could just go back and fully gear up in Act 3, Act 2 like a desert mercenary. I really hate the jungle map. And I feel like I understand it relatively well. It's just there isn't a lot to kind of exploit about it, if that makes sense. Like, you have to check these tiles because, like, I don't think I have to check back there, but you have to check both sides because you could have the exit to. So there's like one fake nothing exit. The exit contain. There's one with like the optional dungeon. The waypoint can be on any of them, and then there's one with the actual, whatever it is, spider lair, flare dungeon. This isn't too bad though. The only problem is now, I got to check this side of the river. It's so much easier if you're doing it with something like a barbarian. I kind of really need to check down here. It's just, it's so painful. If you have teleport, or even leap, then you'll cry a lot less. How do I just throw that arrow out? Yeah, so I don't think I actually needed to come back here, but you have to understand the number of times I've done this act and, thought I was all the way through and just about to find the dungeon, and then it's a false exit, and then I have to pretty much go back to the start of the map. Here I'll cross over, check the other side. I'm trying to shoot the frickin' parrot. Arachnid lair is not the spider cabin. I'm fairly certain, but I'll get the quest thing. And
Stay a while and listen. Good day.
the jade figurine should drop. Do I still need to kill a boss pack for that? Anyway, it's not the arachnid lair. But I'm happy to get the waypoint. It won't be back here. Except that the Great Marsh is up here. Oh, I really hope this means I'm going to skip the Great Marsh. That we just continue going right down here to the flare jungle. See, like those dead ends if you have leap or teleport. Like, they even have those guys that are here to just stop you running through, to like eat your stamina. But it's not a problem in normal. This is looking like the Great Marsh might be skippable, because normally if it goes to a dead end here, it doesn't take that long. I kind of have to fight here because I'm out of stamina. Just chill for a second or two. Let it come back. Two ways to get to the Great Marsh. Let the spider for the spider cave or whatever it's called be down here. Zark is like down and to the right, but could just be a bit further down. Someone dropped a gem. I knew it.
What would this bring from the right buyer?
Portal back, or you know, get my cash in the Jade Figurine quest, but
Back in
mainly
never-
also get a bunch of potions. Khalid's butt crack.
Greetings.
You can combine that and the rare and wondrous Herodic
Well,
Great Khalid's back scratcher.
I've
Hello,
Hello.
the golden bird of Guile. Thank you, my friend. Busy yourself while I Greetings.
Bro. Kuilei me.
From the ashes of Guile, I have mixed for you a potion.
Nice. I forgot to get potions from Hormus. Bonk and bonk. We got a lot of scummy jungle to run through. But there's also still the possibility for a skip. There is. Oh. Amazing. I hate the flare jungle. I think it's the worst place in the game. Like, it's supposed to be horrible, right? It's supposed to be like... And it does that. When I say worst, I don't mean from a game design My bad. Yeah, but I mean it's the worst from like a standpoint of like being a challenge. Because you just want it over, you just want it done. There's so many mobs. It's like every 10 spaces, there's another just wave of like flayers, bum rushing, and if you try to skip it, you're just in for like so much suffering. Because they just chase you, and then they chase you in another mob. This is the dank pit. Wait, what the hell? Can I go through into the spider? Oh, this is such a good map. I could have just come through there, got the waypoint for the flare jungle if I really understood the tiles, I suppose. I don't have that anywhere near that level of map knowledge.
Thank you.
But you can see even from that, like that's in normal. Of like having to stop and deal with something, how quickly things can like escalate. Because if you don't clear space, you end up with like no space to run back to. So if you have a problem that you need to run back from, you just screwed. The only thing you're ever going to do is kite into another mob of enemies, and at some point you will either have to just grit your teeth and fight it out, or save an exit. And that's where a lot of map comes in, like recognizing those dead ends. Threw like 5 freaking fire arrows to save her. And then she just falls over at the end. What a nuisance.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, so like here, I like all I want to do right now is just like portal. But I really don't want to like portal back into like a swarm of enemies. So I'm thinking that, okay, if I run around this corner, maybe there'll be a clear spot. I won't have to, but there are no clear spots in this act. The enemy spacing in Act 3, even on normal, is really relentless.
Greetings. Yes?
I don't even know if I should resurrect her. But you know what? She's died once so far in this
Hello there.
act, and we've kind of been running through, so... She's not all that in a bag of crisps, but she's not exactly just dead weight either. Like, this is where you like, you just die. Like, you actually just die if you're playing any kind of class that just doesn't have AoE. And honestly, even or a tool to safely run through. Like, I think like pretty much the only shit I killed in Act 3 as the barbarian that I just played through, the berserker. I just howled and ran through the entire jungle. And I howled and ran through, like, even a lot of the areas where I needed to kill stuff and would only kill, like, you know, stuff that wouldn't run away. So, like, super uniques, basically, and uniques. Yeah, like, even that whole second mob. You know, I'm literally just trying to get, like, an angle on that first mob. Like, I didn't even see that as, like, a problem that I would kite into another group, and they're just so dense on this act. And you don't worry about it so much on normal because they're not that dangerous, but on hell difficulty, it's just suffering. Yeah, that's the flare dungeon.
Not enough mana.
Where's... Come at me, Gidbin Brock.
This dagger will separate the faithful from the fallen.
Is this even something people use? You know what? Why not? I'll chuck a skill point into it. And see how it goes. Oh yeah, the flare dungeon is a barrel of laughs. Honestly, they seem about the same, but I guess if you can lock enemies down in the firewall. I wonder if that's how the fire and ice build works. I hope it is, because that sounds really cool. You use your ice arrow to like freeze everything in... Oh. Nope. Madam, thank you. That was weird. Screen shake. Oh damn! I thought that was the way down. I was gonna say I thought that was the way down, and it was. Very nice. And then yeah, getting through here without just being able to like teleport or even leap through those sucks. Just have to do it the old-fashioned way.
You'll have this magic.
Does me no good. Probably will do me no good either. How did I know?
Greetings.
Oh, yeah.
Stay a while and listen.
I have to sacrifice like all my inventory space to freaking arrows if I don't want to come back every 20 minutes.
Good day.
I probably shouldn't worry too much though, because one quiver of arrows probably lasts about as long as the potions I'm carrying. Whatever. It's fine. This guy's basically immune to fire, but look at that. I'm just gonna ignore the rest of them. Mercenary can deal, except for that guy. I should have left a portal at the entrance. Anyway. The map's not too bad. Let me just run out of here. Real friends were the claims flails we made along the way. All heraldic stops. It's really gameplay, I know. Even I'm yawning. I ain't turning around for you, mate. Sorry. forgot there's like 6 levels of freaking Flare Dungeon. I feel like I've been here for my entire life. I'm gonna get old and die here. And now all the running is over. We just we just have to run to Travancore. And then run through most of that core. I probably will go back to farm some like Players 8 Beetle Burst or something. Oh, that's right, I can't cross there. Hold on. A. Charm, how did I leave that? That's how I left that. I somehow sensed its awfulness. And this is it's actually the Angelics. Like, what the hell? Just a little bit of MF, you find some really good stuff just playing the game. I don't need an Angelics, obviously, but it's still a cool find. So many of these assholes. Alright, I don't need to go to any optional dungeon, I literally just need to run through and get to Travancore. Well,
Thank you.
and then it's like the game senses you're trying to run through, like sends so many enemies, even on normal, that it like they physically body block you.
Not enough mana.
Have to portal.
This is...
Keep my mercenary alive there.
Yes?
Oh yeah, we still have the sewers. Barrels of laughs away. Something about the sorceress, like, I've spent a little bit too long lower for restaurants, so back 3 chests. That's enticing. And this is where I'm already desperately wishing I had started. Because I might actually just be able to, like, genocide this place. Like, I have a little bit of mana leech. But I've genuinely never really played, like, they were tanky. I wonder if I can farm to level 30 on Beetle Burst and literally just like switch to my like endgame bow.
Good to see you.
But I'm not gonna do that. I'm here now.
Greetings.
gonna fret about chests. I don't even have this on Players 8. It's on Players 3. Just want to find the exit. It's normal lower Karas. I don't know. Totally live with never coming back here. Now, if I was a sorceress,
It's locked.
maybe there's a world where I'll go to normal lower Karas as a sorceress to like farm chip gems. Oh, the sewers. I don't want to go in the sewers. I don't like the sewers. The sewers are awful. Should go back. That's fine. And not having leap or teleport here is painful. Ah. I really thought I was going to find the super chest first. Just because, like, people could be watching. So, hey, a breastplate is best plate. I'm not messing around with chests here. Just give me Kalim's bits. And we got Ovski's, actually. No, I have to go the long way. Of course. Always the long way. And I can sneak out into the bazaar and hopefully find Lamness's tomb on the first one. I think it's not the ruined temple, is it? Or is it? I don't know. If that's not a huge open area, then it's not the ruined temple. I could be wrong though, hold on. I'll just quickly check. Okay, no, apparently it is the ruined temple. Alright. I don't think this is the right temple though. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know why I'm like hiding when something terrible is gonna happen if I get hit. Oh, that's cool. Berserkers. Well, it's not really cool, but whatever. This charm. One. Ah, it is. Okay. Always trust the internet. That will never lie. It knows more than you know. Beautiful. was the only thing that I was worried about here, where it's just like, okay, look, now I can literally just run to Travancore, grab trap waypoint. You know, only fight stuff that's like basically barricading me from going somewhere. If I can run around it, just run around it. I hate those guys, so it's kind of tempting to stop and kill them, but we're not going to. This isn't a game. I'm gonna take it seriously. I haven't really tried to like run through Diablo in a long time. I forgot how fun it is actually trying to get through as quick as you can. Like not using speedrun strats and stuff. Why do I keep bringing up my Hirelings in?
I need mana.
Sorry, Thrashers, we are on your steps here. Even though we are stuck. Oh, that's awesome. Like, a really narrow and dense part of the map. Gonna be frustrating, but I'm almost tempted to put some points into energy. You know what? I can respec later if it just makes the early game go by quicker and with less fuss. Then I'm good. I'm very, very much certain that I will be switching to my like endgame gear before even the normal is done. When I say endgame gear, like the reason I'm doing this one is just to try what I think will be a very fun build in Hell that uses a relatively weak weapon, but lots of focus on slows target and open wounds. So the idea is to just kind of cripple everything and then DOT it. I'll cash in my lessons to get a bunch of mana points.
You have fun.
Good sounds they make. Love to hear it.
All this trouble over a tattered book.
You have done.
I don't know why I'm like running around town like, oh no, I need more of this or less of that. This counts. I suppose even on normal, the council can be stiffed by, but that largely depends on the gearing. I'm fairly confident.
mana.
Got 2 of the uniques out at once.
Skatsim's reign is renewed.
Let's go. Oh, what have I got here? I've got Ravenclaw, okay. Don't think that's very good, but maybe with the, I was just trying to type quickly. My fingers are cold as. It's a cool night. I don't like using heaters though. Endurance of Hate. Widely acknowledged to be one of the best maps in the Diablo 2 experience. It's pretty universally understood that when Diablo players they're not grinding anything, they just want to relax and have fun. This is where they go. You know, you farm for uniques in some places. In here you farm enjoyment, pleasure for yourself. And everything I just said about the Endurance of Hate, the opposite of that is true. Grab my mercenary for a bit of distraction.
Yes?
Pretty happy with how quick I have gotten through Act 1 and 2 though. In stream for 2 hours. That's slow by speedrunning standards, but like everything you do in every game ever, unless you're a speedrunner, is slow by speedrunner standards. Like the difference between the margin between like quick normal play and proper speedrunning these days in pretty much every game is bonkers. Unless the game's really old and I forgot to get my mercenary, Jesus, and has a consistent speedrunning community like Doom or Super Mario or something, and then it's like then the difference between like the kind of casual speedrunners and like the best in the world is so tiny, but getting those incremental tiny differences requires insane amounts of like commitment and luck, and yeah, it's crazy stuff. I've thought about doing a speed run of X-Men Legends too. So I do actually understand the strats of that. And I've watched what I think is the current best, and I don't think it's, you know, unbeatable. Like, I can see where you can squeeze out extra time. Oh, that's... I kind of want the waypoint. The waypoint is probably one teleport across. I hope. No, I think this looks like a dead end tile. Yeah. Could have gotten that lucky, but could be that. Probably not, but yeah, this is the thing. See, like, these are things they don't do in speedruns, because this is coming back to farm at a speedrun. I just went through like that whole quarter of endurance and nothing. I really hope I'm not just missing something really obvious. Oh, okay. This is actually, oh, this is actually a really nice map. That's so cool. So I'll definitely farm Mephisto a couple of times. I could be
Thank
cheeky
you.
and try to take him on just with what I've got. I've got a few, oh, not really. But I'll definitely kill the council down there. The B team. What are their names? Like Brock Nice Fist and like Chomp Finger or something.
I need mana.
They're the offering. Wow, this Lord's just obliterated my life.
Not enough mana.
Bloodlord, sorry.
I need a key.
How dare I get that name wrong? Audacity of me. This is a bit risky, but if I can just kite one or two jerks. That's it. Go.
I need mana.
Bam Chunk Fist. We knew your name. He even gave me a potion to kill his friend with. Ah, not both of them.
Not enough mana.
Definitely enough now. Okay. Now I'll get some potions.
Good day.
And this is kind of the last part. What am I doing? This is definitely the last part of normal difficulty that I'm going to have to like take even a little bit seriously. Because That's kind of cool. That would be really nice if, like, even if it were like, I don't know, 20% ED with the damage to demons, and plus 2 mana after each kill is handy as well. But yeah, this is kind of like the last part
What
of the
can I
game
do
I'm
for
gonna
you?
have to take even a little bit seriously because I could probably just farm Mephisto until I'm like level 30. And then I can actually like equip some serious gear. And just bully my way through normal, nice and easy.
I need mana.
I like having attack skills on left click, but it's not actually good. Should be able to clear out this side.
I need mana.
Use a chunk away. Vulcan is a really nice find on particularly Act 3 normal.
Greetings.
But yeah, the whole point of this playthrough is it's potentially going to be like a challenge when it gets to hell. Oh, that's right, I need to go to freaking alcohol for potions and elixirs.
What do you need?
All he sells. You're so cool, alcohol. Sorry, Rogue. I don't think you're gonna survive this no matter how many potions I give you. Best of luck. See you in the next life.
I need mana.
Okay, I'm left clicking, and I'm just shooting instead of walking. And it's happened like 3 times
I need mana.
now. And the only thing I have
Not enough mana.
on left click is throw, which should be a button that does nothing. And the boss fights in this game are so much spicier than normal. Than they are in Nightmare. And even Hell is well geared, but obviously
I
getting
need
well
mana.
geared in Hell is a freaking task.
Yes?
I wonder if there's any point getting my mercenary just for
Good day.
clean shots. If you can distract them for a little bit.
But still, there's something not right.
Freaking gold jewelry. Yeah, that's just the value of having a smidge of magic fine. Like I'm wearing a Tarn helm and little bits like that.
Hello. The time.
Hello. The time
Good day.
for some Roderick has occurred. Oh no, that was an accident. So I've been saving all the unique gems and jewelry, but I probably should have known. Like, what could it be? It could be a Mahamo Curio. Could have been a Mahamo Curio, which I would kind of like, but yeah, anyway, that was accidental. I didn't mean that. I wanted to put that in the shared stash. Identify all the unique jewelry I get in like one swoop, but nah, I still need to. Like, I still need to just like level up a bit. I don't know if I'm gonna do that on stream though.
Hail to you, champion.
The old Gleam Scythe, but I am going to do a couple of Mephisto runs, which I'll no doubt level up while doing. They're a little bit spicy, but
I'll put that to good use.
yeah, so she was just wearing another version of that, which it's not going to be of any value to her because she's not going to kill anything at this point. But yeah, I'll do one more Mephisto run, and then I might need to grab some food. But yeah, I can't believe he dropped. Why did I press that? I can't believe he dropped gold jewelry. What a cool guy. Mephisto is the coolest guy in this game. Like, what would we do without Mephisto? Where would we get our Shaco? Sharp slopes. And no antidotes or cold potions this time. The old Brim Chunk Finger, our old friend. See what I mean? Like, you see how I just randomly started like shooting off in another
Not
direction?
enough mana.
So, the only thing I have bound to left click is throw, and I use left click to move. I have the arrow bound to another mouse button, and yet somehow when I left click to move,
Our faith in
I spray that arrow in the direction I want to move.
good to see.
It's very weird. It's not something that like ever happens to me with Sorceress or Bob. A couple of Tal runes I could potentially upgrade.
I'm surprised you made it back all in one piece.
My Merc's bow to like a triple Tal, but Yeah, my screen is stuttering really, really badly and weirdly. You see? I don't know if that's like really visible, but it's making it really fucking hard to play.
Greetings.
What do you need?
It's stuttering again there. It's very weird.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
I have no idea how much EXP I got for that.
What do you need?
This good news. Hello.
I'll actually watch it this time. Yeesh, went through a few arrows. Oh, I said at 2:30. I'd yeah, end this. I gotta get some food, make some things. Take care, internet.